So you guys are using these newspapers for your clothes and stuff, but do you know where they actually come from or how they're made?
From my driveway.
Newspaper is one object that is kind of in the back of your head. You leave it outside. It's not really a material you think you could use for clothing.
Considering that they are delivered on a daily basis, newspapers were designed to be as cost-effective and profitable as possible. However, as the new ones rolled in daily, the old ones were quickly thrown out, making up a huge portion of our curbside trash you see today. And their flaw? The design itself.
It all starts here in a managed timberland, basically a farm for trees. Trees are grown here under typical regulation, and then 10 or 20 years later, the wood is chopped down and shipped off. Somewhere around 30% of that wood will soon become paper. The useful wood fiber is separated from the lignin glue holding it all together, leading to the resulting wood pulp to process through the following other states. It's first wet down so it can be pressed into the correct form, and then finally dried and rolled into massive reels for publishers. Those publishers will then print these newspapers.
Following collecting news stories and $40-some billion in advertising each year, the printing begins. The ink and process involving in mass printing newspapers introduce a difficult margin to fill, as they can take up 60 to 70% of the production cost of the newspaper. Then, straight through the night and hot off the presses, the newspaper is dropped off on driveways across America. After they're read over a Sunday breakfast, they're hopefully recycled and turned into new newspapers through de-inking and dumping the paper in with wood pulp before it's pressed.
But for the million tons a year that isn't, it's eventually burned or dumped into a landfill. Somewhere around 4% of landfills consist of newspapers. That's where we tried to save and recycle them.
I'm Ruben Zapata in East House, and I made a newspaper vest.
So the newspaper came from a student from IPoly, and it came from his grandparents who actually just had a huge stack of newspapers in the corner.
We chose to do newspaper because that's an everyday household item that everybody can find, and it's a flexible material that could be strong if put in multiple layers. That, and because like so many millions of newspapers are thrown away each year, I think it's like around 44 million newspapers are thrown away every single day.
And it's great to see how we were able to take this material or these newspapers that were just left in the back of the corner in the house, and we are able to take them out and create them into something new and something very fashionable. For example, my dress, it's a bodycon, and it's made out of newspaper and tablecloth, and it's in style, and you would be willing to wear it on like a party. And it's not impossible because my dress is able to work, and my dress fits my model, and my dress is able to unzip and be put on and taken off as if it's a regular clothing. In these 4 looks, newspaper is very chic. It's the new style. It's something that hopefully we'll be able to incorporate in our everyday life, and hopefully you will like.